Hello, 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 everyone. The state of my house is the state of my mind, if that makes sense. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm scattered. I'm everywhere, which is very much how my house looks like at the moment. It's very scattered. It's very messy and it's very everywhere. Such is life. This is what happens when it's the week before Christmas. Again, we are at the week before Christmas and I am still utterly and totally in awe at that fact. So, NIffty is still there. I said I would be working on drinks. However, I think today I'm just going to take it easy because I'm tired. And we need to do odds and ends on NIffty that need to be finished, such as some hand sewing, finishing up the eye. The wig, I'm probably not going to touch until I come back from vacation next year. And I'll probably do it off stream. Maybe do touch-ups on stream, but for the most part, it is going to be done. I did a lot of the bulk of the work on stream, just finessing the bangs and stuff that I can do next year. But I would like the outfit to be done completely. Ironically, the apron's in pieces. I didn't like the way the bottom of the apron was laying on the skirt, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this again. So I started redoing it. The top was fine. I had no issues with the top. It was the bottom, but I should have known I didn't like the bottom from just in general how I was trying to make it work. So I redid the bottom. I have it in pieces. I'll set it up to sew. We might be able to finish it today. I did do the waistband. I have the band done. It's pleather, black pleather with a cotton, a polypropylene backing just to make it nice. And I top stitch it. The top stitching is really pretty. So this is done. It needs some snaps to close and obviously attach the apron to it. The eye I need to finish up. I have the tabs that I have to slide it on the side of the wigs. Hey Christy, how are you? I'm tired. I'm like no energy today. I still have to paint the tabs for the eye. I love this thing. I'm sorry. Yes, we are the buff girl gang. I love this eye. I'm sorry. This eye is... it's giving. It is just... So I need to finish that. I actually have lashes that I want to add to the edges of the eye to give it more eye. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, Buff Girl Island. I'm so happy about that. When I will always say, when Usako came and told me, hey, do you want to join our campaign? We're moving into a next chapter. I immediately knew I wanted to be a monk. Like, I knew I wanted to be a monk. I was like, I need to be a monk. I don't know why. In my head, I was like, I just need to play monk. And that is why I am a monk. Apron, I hand sewing the lining to the zipper. I think that should be enough for today. Hopefully we get most of it done because that would make me so happy. Oh my gosh. I still have the poodle if I do consider putting it on the skirt. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about putting that poodle on. I do not have hand cream in this room. Everything, my house is a mess. Everything's a mess. My life's a mess. I'm trying to plan for 2025. It's a mess. Life is a mess. Everything's a mess. It will all come together though. I have faith. I have faith it will all work out. I do have paper towel in this room. I didn't know where anything was. Anyway, let's see. Let me add more light because it is cloudy. It's rainy. Nothing in this world is like working for me right now, so Costco was a mess. Life was a mess. I need to move the white far, far away from red paint. But yes, I instantly knew I wanted to play monk. Don't know why. I think I figured it would be... Hold on. Why are you acting slow now, buddy? Oh, wait. Let me do something. Forgot about that. I was redoing a lot of the... Okay, that's a little better. I was redoing a lot of the settings on this. It was giving me grief last stream, so I needed to reset some things. Okay, here we go. This was the one I was using last time. Really, buddy? Come on. Why are you doing this to me? I also think one of the reasons why I knew I wanted to play Monk was mainly because I knew I was playing with Usako. And after playing a few different games of Baldur's Gate, I kind of know her style. And I'm like, if I am not a tank, this might pose a small problem. Because the way she plays, I'm just like, I need to be strong. Not that I didn't think anyone else in the campaign wasn't strong, but I was just like, this girl, I know her. So, also too, I thought monk would be cool because I've never thought about that class. I didn't think it was a very, normally people don't think it's very flashy, so I said, why not? Okay, let this dry. I think what I might do is start adding the lashes onto this, just so I can keep doing all the fun things on this eye. So I bought mysterious lashes from Spirit of Halloween because you see how they go all the way out? I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to try and see how this is gonna work. Because if I don't like the way it looks, I won't use it, obviously. But if it works for me, does it even register? It's so dark in here, that's the problem. Especially since it's like raining outside. Oh my gosh, this is hysterical. Oh my gosh, I love this idea. I need to move it out a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay, I don't know what glue I'm gonna use to hold it down, but there goes her eyelashes. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Originally I bought really pretty lashes for Vaggie, so I'm not even worried about Vaggie's single eye, but this is also a very nice one. A very nice style for Vaggie. But let's give NIffty some eye love too, you know? She needs a little bit of that. She needs a little bit of the, hey, I'm gonna have an extended wing on my side, the sides of my eye. And I want my eyelashes to accentuate that. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. I think it's just like a little subtle thing that just elevates it a little bit more. Not coming up too well on camera, but like in real life, it looks so freaking funny. I'll probably put some tacky glue right on top to hold it in place because I don't think it needs more than that. Just a little bit of glue to keep it nice and snug, man. Oh my gosh, this is hysterical. This is too funny. I think a big part of why I'm so tired is because I'm trying to get a lot done before I leave on Sunday to go visit my folks for the holidays. So I really probably should be taking it easy and not worrying about the stream, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy this time. I enjoy crafting on my streams and getting things done. And when I go up to my parents, I am not going to be streaming and I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I am taking a nice vacation. So these are like my last streams before New Year. I'm kind of sad, but it's okay because we're going to come back in 2025 hard and strong, working on Jinx, getting Katsucon stuff ready, then potential and amazement stuff, and who knows what else is going to happen in the future. So we shall see. Okay. I basically just put tacky glue on here just to keep them down. Okay. So I added the eyelashes as I had wanted to from the beginning. So I'm very happy and pleased with them. That can stay there. I'll pick it up later. This room needs to get a entire clean from ceiling to floor before I leave, so it'll be fine. It has to be fine. It will be fine. Everything's fine. So let's see. What is going on? All right, 2024. Let me think about it. All right, so I'll just talk and ramble about 2024. 2024 was a very... I can't say it was a bad year. It was an intense year. I think that's the adjective to describe it. Intense. There was a lot that happened. Some of it phenomenal and great and good. Others wild and crazy. Let's think back. In January of this year, we started off the year with a bang. And it was like everyone in the house except me got COVID. We went up to the city, New York, for obviously the holidays, as we do every year, and everyone got COVID. My mom got COVID, my dad got COVID, my husband got COVID, my kid got COVID. I did not have COVID. I don't know how that happened, but that was it. After that, in January, later that month, my husband and I went and celebrated our 3rd year wedding anniversary, which blows my mind that we've been married for 3 years now. We took a trip to Las Vegas. We were out there for a whole week. Lovely time. We got to see... we went and visited Meow Wolf. I saw my first Cirque du Soleil performance, which was Ka. We took a trip to Cosplay Vegas, which is the school of cosplay run by Jezroff, who is a old-time friend of ours, and it was just a delight to see him again. And that's when I was asked to go judge an animation, which I was like through the moon. He was like, if you want to, you can. And I was like, really? And he's like, let me know. And I did, and I judged animation, and I loved every moment of it. But that was in May. But that was when he asked me for it. We came back home, and February was pretty calm. Was pretty much... My husband was traveling a lot for business. So in February, not too much happened, but I did start watching Hazbin Hotel and fell in love with Hazbin Hotel, and I started working on Baggy. And that's when like a lot of cosplay began returning to me after a very long hiatus of not cosplaying. Trying to think. March. Did anything super exciting happen in March? I want to say no. I want to say my husband and I, were trying to figure out what was happening with our home situation at this point, because we needed to start considering moving. Where were we going to move to? Look for houses, figure out when we were putting our house for sale. There was a lot of intense moments in March that just really surrounded this move, finding another place to live, and so on. So it was very, very intense, very busy. I was writing again, which love and enjoy being able to write. I haven't been writing too frequently, but definitely I was back in my writing game. Let me look at my pictures because that's always a good way of me knowing what I did in like the months before. Let's see. March. Oh, yes. March of this year. Yeah, February definitely was making Vaggie from Hazbin Hotel. Figuring out how to sew again, like enjoying that. My kiddo got his tooth extracted because he had a baby tooth that was not coming out. And March, I did a crazy double trip to New York. The first trip to New York was for my former boss's retirement party. I had worked, he was my principal for 12 years. I worked with him for 12 years, and I had gotten a notice that he was retiring and an invitation to his party. And I said, you know what? I am going to go to this party. So my friends and I essentially ganged together. We hung out in a hotel that night, and I went to his retirement party, which was fantastic. And then I went back to New York for spring break. So I went back to New York twice, which worked out because, again, my husband was still traveling quite frequently for work at this time. He was not, he definitely was not, like, he was traveling for work, and because of that, he actually came up to New York with us. So we got to like see some of my friends, we got to get some good food, and spring break was great. And that led us into April. And April was my kiddo's formal. The eclipse happened, like the great American eclipse happened. So we got to see, was it 75% of the eclipse? We didn't get to totality, which I'm still bummed about, but we had been running around like crazy already. And we actually had started thinking about like getting ready for like to sell the house and the new year and so on. And my husband and I, aside from the American eclipse and my kiddo's formal, we took our first trip to Tennessee, and it was like a weekend just so we could check out the area we currently live in. And that was, we drove up here, we came around, we drove into different places trying to figure out what area we looked at, which is hysterical because the specific area I live in, when we came here in April, I was like, absolutely not. We are not living here. I hate this area. It's terrible. Little did I know, several months later, I would be purchasing a home in the same area I despised, because that's what happened. I didn't like it. I got sick because there's a lot of hills here and a lot of the elevation, like you kind of go up and down. And so I was just like, I am not living in that part. And we are currently. But yeah, we got to do some sightseeing. It was my birthday as well, which was fabulous. So I had a nice little, calm birthday. And then May happened, and May was Animazement. Prepping for Animazement. I worked my little booty off and I got I Hoshino done for Animazement. I was super stoked about it. May is also, according to what I've seen, it's like the first time I actually started like streaming on my own channel, like on Simply Wisty. I was a disembodied voice on Usako's channel for quite a few runs of our Baldur's Gate shenanigans, and then May was when I formally started doing streams on this channel, and I still can't believe it's only been since May. So that is still wild. That still blows my mind away. So I judged Animazement's Masquerade. I had such a fun time. The community in Raleigh is just lovely, and the convention itself is fantastic. And lovely blend of Japanese culture and like anime references. And after that was the gauntlet. That was cleaning, putting up for sale, searching, buying, no, searching, putting in an offer, waiting for house to be sold, waiting for us to buy this house. That was my June, July, and August. Those 3 months, it was house move gauntlet. It was endless. So it started that in June, we got the house completely up and ready to be put, our old home to be put on the market. Once that happened, we kind of were like, okay, we got an offer fell through by July 4th. During the time that we put the house for sale, we went on vacation. All three of us, I went up north, we went to Pennsylvania, we went to New York, we hung out, and then eventually my husband and I came back home, and my son remained with my family up in New York, so we could just worry about selling the house. During this time, we basically learned that our house wasn't going to be bought, and we had to put it on the market again. It was the day we were driving to Tennessee this happened. And that was July. July came. We were in Tennessee for a week. I kid you not, I think we saw over 30 houses. This was like one of the last houses we saw. And then we put a bid on it, not expecting much, and they accepted our bid. And then we had to wait for our house to be sold. So we went back to North Carolina and waited and waited. We had movers that were supposed to come at the end of June. We were able to postpone them for about a month. And then by the end of July, basically we realized in July we needed to get into Tennessee by August because my kids' school starts within the first week of August. So by the end of July, our entire house was packed up. I drove up to New York to get my kid. I was there for a weekend. I came, and then I started driving down to Tennessee, and that was August. In August, we lived in a hotel. Our house got sold. The closing happened. We got to purchase this house. The closing happened. My kids started school. And then September, we moved in. And September, we were in the house dealing with that. I'm trying to think what else happened. We were in the house, getting myself acclimated to it. If I remember correctly, Did the hurricane not happen in September, I want to say? Yes, the hurricane happened in September. I also went to, it was funny because it's like we went to Collecticon in Atlanta. So I drove to Atlanta so my kid could meet Greg Schemmel, the voice of Goku. And the following week, Hurricane Helene hit Western North Carolina and Eastern Tennessee. October, I dyed my hair the color it currently is. I went back to Vegas with my husband for first fall break. And November, and we had Halloween here for the first time. November, we, dealt with that odious election. And then we had Thanksgiving here in the house, like our very first Thanksgiving. And I actively have been, streaming constantly here. I don't think anything else happened, really. I've just been actively like working on NIffty throughout that, October and November, and then now we're in December, and my kiddo had a concert. I also, in the end of November, the end of October, because I have it in my planner, I joined the D&D group with Christy and Usako. Can't believe already, it's almost like 2 months already that I joined the campaign with them. And also in October, I started doing another writing group, which we really haven't gotten much done on that, but I have faith in January things will pick up there. And it's been wild. It has been a wild ride. I don't even know what's happening anymore. So this month I'll be traveling again. On Sunday, I am going to start my drive up to New York. Hopefully we get out there in one piece. It's a long drive. But again, I have faith that everything will be fine. And I will be up in New York until after the new year. And then I'll come home. And we will most likely start streaming again January 8th, I want to say. Yes, January 8th. Might be a little late for that, but because I have a doctor's appointment that morning. But I am like in awe at how my life changed in the span of like a few months. Like everything just, this year was a whole like rapid change into like this direction I was not expecting. And I foresee that happening again next year too. Like just insanity breaking out. Down. I mean, I had like some bad things happen too this year. But I have faith they are all gonna resolve and work themselves out because, things have been caught early and in time and just needs to happen. I think my kiddo's playing again. So, oh no. Oh, I know what happened. I forgot something. I will be right back. I forgot to get my extension cord for my cable. I didn't realize I forgot to get the extension cord so I can keep my camera plugged in. So for now, I need to wait for it to charge up a little, so we'll just use this view for now. Right now I'm just hand sewing the bodice lining to this thing. Again, this is something I should have done a while ago. I just literally stopped because I was like, I'm tired of seeing red. I've based it in place, so it's pretty easy to do this. But let's see. I have... What have I been doing? Clearly too much because I can't remember anything. I have thankfully been obviously getting myself ready for like the new year, like doing some cleaning before traveling, stuff like that. Like this morning I did a whole crazy, I need to clean my bathrooms, which is fine, but I have 3. So I got 2 of them done. I saved the easiest one for last. So like the ones that are heavy hitters are done. So the master bathroom's done. The other bathroom is done, and now I just have to do like the powder room area. Well, it's technically a guest bath, which has a shower in it, but since no one uses that shower, I'm not cleaning it until I have guests. So right now, it's essentially a very large powder room. So I just have to like clean the toilet and the sink and mop the floor, and it'll be fine. I call it like powder room / guest bath because it's right by my front door. So you come in, my guest room, it's like a guest ensuite. So like the guest room, the bathroom that's attached to it is right there. My living room, my dining room are all in my entryway. So so I have to clean that bath downstairs, but the ones up here that we use frequently, daily, you know, the ones we shower in and everything like that, they're up, they have been cleaned, which makes me so happy because now I don't have to worry about them. And tomorrow I am going to be getting my hair done, which is again exciting. I'm not doing anything crazy with it. I'm just retouching the color, making it, you know, more vibrant. Maybe trimming it down a little bit. Aha, here we are. We're back. Making it a little shorter, a little chunkier. I feel like I want like a mini wolf cut on my hair. Sounds a little dangerous, but I think it's cool. And we're back. Did I know I brought my brace. It's on the desk. Okay, good. In case my hand starts hurting, I can put it on. I should be wearing it right now, honestly. But yeah, 2024 was wild. I'm not even gonna say it was intense. There was a lot of times that I was like very exhausted. I was put through the ringer mentally. I went through a lot of fatigue. I had a lot of exciting moments. Overall, I can't say it was a terrible year. Because despite the fact that at the end we got some bad news among the family that we're still dealing with, and it's been a pretty solid year. I'm grateful for it. I feel so many people now just find a reason to be like, you know, everything sucks, blah, 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 you know, since COVID. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, the election was a very big pit downfall for a lot of people, but looking at your own personal situation, sometimes it's not so terrible. So, wish things would have gone differently there, but here we are. What's the other wild thing? So that's what's going on with me. So I've been doing a lot of like looking back, reflecting, manifesting, all that good stuff, planning. I was telling myself, oh, I could probably plan when I go visit my parents. And I was talking to my writing group about it. And then I told them, I'm a fool. If I can think for one moment, I can actually do a solid plan of my life and what my future career is going to look like in my parents' house. I can't. Like, I just can't. They distract me too much. They're too intense emotionally. I have a lot of negative emotions with them in general. I love my parents. They have been very helpful to me. They've been very supportive to me on certain things. Other things, it's just not very... Other things, it's very, you could tell they project their like own self-doubts and concern and like their own self-doubt, their own lack of confidence into those things. So I would love to tell them what I would want to do creatively, but I know it's going to be one of those, well, you know, are you sure you want to do that? And it's just like, well, duh, why do you think I want to do it? So I kind of come to the conclusion that I need to do a lot of my future mapping here before I go, because if not, it won't get done. So I got rid of the package from my front door. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. At least like do the mapping part, like all the stuff like writing down dates in my calendars and stuff, that I can do up there, because that's not necessarily thinking and dreaming and manifesting and envisioning. That's more like just copying down information from one side to the other. Haha, we started here, we're all the way down here, we only have this much left, which makes me happy. So this is why I didn't want to do this. It takes forever, but since I really want something very calming and very simple of mind, I will do this. So honestly, I've come to like the conclusion that I feel like I want to start every week on my socials with, hey, cosplay fam, we okay? Because I'm starting to think like the cosplay community is not okay. You okay? Like, really? This weekend was like, I saw like the amount of discourse this week from last weekend was just hysterical. Everyone's complaining about the Gojo lookalike competition, and it's like it was like for fun. People, calm down. This was not meant to be serious. There was another cosplay, I don't want to say influencer, because it's, I guess that would be it, but he's more like a skit. Like he makes like kind of like weird cringe comedy stuff. Apparently, like there was a whole thing online going on that he was arrested, and everyone's like he couldn't have been arrested because he's posting and you don't go, and on the weekends it's hard to get off on bail, and I'm just like, okay, people. And then, like, that was like some of the craziness, and all I'm thinking was, are you okay? Guys, you okay? Everybody okay? You know, it's the weekend. We're supposed to be getting ready for the holidays. We're supposed to be celebrating, and you guys are all, what's the newest drama? And I'm just like, nope. Sorry. So, I think I want to start everything off with, what's going on? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages about something important, which I will deal with as soon as I get off stream. I'm just thinking that what was it saying? So yeah, I feel like I want to just start off every week with, "We all right, fam? Touching base, making sure you're okay." So there's that. I know after this weekend, the community's probably not going to be okay because it is the infamous holiday Matsuri weekend in Florida, where people are going to be competing in the Winter Cosplay Championship, which is like the gauntlet of all international competitions put into one. So there's a lot of people currently flying down to Orlando, Florida to do this competition. And the skits are going to be on Saturday. The walk-ons and winners will be announced on Sunday. It's madness. They have a giant idol showcase. They have world's hottest men type thing. It's just like, what? Or yeah, the hottest men in anime. That's what it's called. It's like a weird striptease burlesque show. I've never been. I've only like vicariously lived through people's social media posts. I feel like it's a convention I would like to experience once in my life, but it is very close to the holidays, which I'll be honest, now that my kid's older, it's not so bad. So long as he can be hanging out with his grandparents, he doesn't really care. As long as like he can get up to New York, he really isn't gonna be upset. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it, especially now that they changed venues. Now they're in the Orange County Convention Center, so they have more room, more space. There's hotels all around, and you know, something I wouldn't mind checking out. Would I compete in the Winter Cosplay Cup? I don't know. I gotta really think about that. If I did, it would have to, like, I would need to know, like, I would have to have a costume that just would be blows the pants out of the water type of thing, because that's the type of thing that gets brought over there. So we shall see what happens. Ow, I literally just stabbed myself in the inside of my nail. Not cool. So I'm very curious to see the outcome of the Winter Cosplay Cup. I think I know I'm definitely going to be watching the live stream, and I'm probably going to be chatting with friends while watching said live stream, just because I need to have like knowledge and info in my head. So I actually purchased a really cute kit that is supposed to be one of those, it teaches you the different types of stitches. You do practices on it. I maybe that I can take up to New York with me. to definitely like practice different types of hand stitches. Yeah, but I haven't really been doing anything too crazy over the weekend. I got to do a few fun things with my kiddo. We did a train ride, like a steam locomotive train ride that was like, you know, holiday themed. It wasn't Polar Express themed, but it was holiday themed. They had hot chocolate and everything, and it just took you on a 2-hour tour through the different areas of the different it's like the 3 rivers and stuff like that that are in the area. So that was really nice. We saw some holiday lights in the downtown area. And then the next day we went back downtown, but during the daytime, because the Tennessee Theater was doing a special showing of the Polar Express. And I got to see that with my kiddo and got to see the beautiful Tennessee Theater. So I thought it was great. It wasn't a lot of money, and he got to see a movie from his childhood that he never saw on the screen because it came out years before he was born. So okay, I got this side done. I just don't know where the basting stitches are coming from. I might have wound up going across the bottom. This developed a knot. That's not cool. And now she is attached and I don't have to worry about her falling off, which is great. Okay. Me. Oh my. Oh my. I should have double checked. No, 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 no. Okay, well, at least I know. Okay, there's a whole section here that didn't get caught when I stitched in the ditch, so I have to reinforce that area, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. Okay. Let me do this because this is a little time sensitive. Let me set this up real fast. I don't think it should cause me too much of an issue, so let's do this. Continue. Trying to think, what am I going to be doing so far? Not much, really. Oops. No. Hmm. This is more complicated than I thought. For a moment. BRB. We're back. I had to do something important. I was like, wait, something has to get done right now. Well, it didn't have to be done right now, but I wanted to get it done before my brain forgot what I was doing, what I needed to do, because I'm terrible at remembering things unless I write it down or I do it the moment it needs to be done, because I'm like, oh, I need to do it, and then if I know I have a little bit of time, I kind of just sit on it. Very terrible. Terrible for your mindset and your conscious mindset. Don't cut the fabric. We're only cutting the thread, not my fabric. So For some reason, it seems that when I was stitching in the ditch around here, the area closest to this side, the opposite side, did not get completely sewn in place. That I literally just pulled the thread out. I'm a fool. So yeah, I need to fix that. How am I gonna do that? I'm just going to hand stitch, like whip stitch it in place because that's just easy. I had thought about whip stitching the whole thing from the bottom, but I wanted to practice stitching in the ditch, which I didn't do a great job of, but I'm practicing, so that's all that matters. It gives me the opportunity to test and try it out, so that's what I do. I should put my tree on, but my tree's on automatic lights, so I rather it just turn on its own. It might turn on while we're on stream, so. My room has terrible lighting. I'm gonna have to stream again Friday afternoon because I have he has another half day, so. Or he may not have any school that day. We don't know yet. We're still trying to figure that out. I'm in the camp of, do I want to do my nails on Friday? I don't know. I haven't decided. I did them in the beginning of this month, and normally I just do them once a month, but since it's the holidays, and my husband even was like, so when are you doing your nails? And I'm like, what do you mean? I did my nails. He's like, yeah, but it's the holidays. And I was like, oh, you're so precious. I kind of do want to do my nails again, but I didn't want to save anything, so. Although I really like the green I picked. Like, the green I picked is really nice. Though I kind of want to paint my nails red. You know, like regular Christmas. Although it's like I kind of like don't want to because everyone makes their nails red for Christmas. So it's just like, If I did red, maybe I would do like a dark, like blood red. Like very like rock and roll punk style. That might work. For some reason, I cannot get the knots today. The thread done very well. I've literally done 3 different threads. This is annoying. Okay. Clearly, this is not working today. Let's wax the thread up a little. Maybe that might help me. I don't know. My fingers aren't working today for some reason. It's 4 o'clock already? I feel like this day is going both simultaneously very quickly and very slow. Holy cow. Let's see. Outside of streaming, aside from like trying to figure out what am I doing with my life next year, I have been watching anime, of course. I finished Beastars, the final season, part 1, this weekend. Oh my gosh, I really like Beastars. I know it sounds weird. I really like that show. I like the intrigue. I think that's what it boils down to. I like the intrigue. It's got nothing to do with the furries or anything like that. I like the story. I like the intrigue, the mystery, and uncovering it. Like, I like that stuff. Like, that is the cool stuff. Obviously the weird war romance between Legoshi and Haru is one of those things I'm like, I like it, but at the same time I much prefer like the mystery elements behind the whole thing, the show. Solving those mysteries, learning about like who's doing crazy murders. I like that aspect. Makes me like think back to like my Nancy when I was young. I used to love Nancy Drew and like the Hardy Boys and Sweet Valley High, like all those mystery books. So I like that. Um, it did end off on a very, very annoying cliffhanger that I'm like, damn you, why did you do this to me? How could you? So that was a little annoying. So the cliffhanger, not so like really good, don't get me wrong, but now I'm like, I want more. No, thank you. So I caught up on I saw Beastars, which was awesome. I actually started and then moved into my next mystery seinen, which was Oshinoko, that I never saw season 2. Oh my gosh. I love Oshinoko. Like, I know it ends really dumb. Like, the ending's very dumb, and a lot of people were very mad at the ending. And until I get to see all of it, I will admit the first part of it, like season 1, was very good. Season 2 also has like very good layers. I have 4 more episodes left of it, and I'm just like, oh man, I have thoughts, I have assumptions, and I know some spoilers, but like I'm one of those people that I can read a spoiler and forget it. So I feel like I remembered, I knew something that my brain radically forgot, and I don't recall it anymore. So whatever happens, I probably am still going to be shocked about, because I got to one of the shocking revelations and I was like, wait, I did read about that. I forgot. Oops. So yeah, I'm like that. That's me. So I didn't remember that. So I'm almost done with Oshinoko. I started watching Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Manshi in Netflix. A lot of people told me, oh, like it gets a little weird, it's a little strange. I haven't gotten to that point, and I'm like 4 episodes in, and I'm like, what's weird? They're hunting food. I don't find anything weird about that. I'm very confused. So why? Because they talk about excrement, like fertilizer. Excrement is good fertilizer. So, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. So we'll see what happens. I essentially picked that one because I find Netflix dubs to be pretty well made. So I will tend to watch dubs on Netflix more so than subtitled stuff. Other places I watch subtitled stuff. Like Crunchyroll and High Dive, I watch things subtitled there. But I tend to watch dub on Netflix for some reason. So I started watching Delicious in Dungeon in English because I wanted an anime that I could not have to read the subtitles. And I was like, okay, I'm interested in this, but I'm not interested enough to like be like, I'm gonna sit down and like not multitask, because that I have to do when I'm watching, obviously, subtitled stuff. I have to read the subtitles. So I don't have to do that for Delicious in Dungeon. So add more paint to this. Hey there, Yoda. What's up? We are just... I'm just trying to work and finish off and like little bips and bobs of NIffty because it's been hovering over my head to finish certain things that I haven't touched. So we're doing that today. Trying to get as much done as possible. No. I'm trying to get these things as bright as I can so they can mesh well with the hair. Okay, am I gonna find my needle and thread very easily? I hope so. I found it! Yay! Okay. So, again, this came out. I have to fix this. I'm upset, but it's okay. We'll just whip stitch it down. It'll be fine. But I didn't realize it and I pulled out my basting stitch. So that's not cool. That part's not so cool. The fact that I have to do this is also equally not cool, but hey. I was trying to stitch in the ditch and I missed, which happens, so. And like pull, go through, pull. Is there anything else exciting I'm watching? No. That's about it. I'm just watching a few old shows. I'm excited to see Dandanon's season 1 ending tomorrow. I've already got spoiled about something that happens later on in the manga, if it's true, because that's the other thing too. Now I'm being very hesitant with the information that gets presented to me online, because I'm like, are people just saying this so they can make make it shocking and like have everyone be like, oh my god, and then it's not true. Unless I verify it, I will reserve to like not think it's completely true. Now, do I want to go see if that what that person said is true? I'll be honest, I like the show, but it's one of those, I can wait. Like, yeah, I'm curious to know if that actually does happen, but you know, I don't need to actually verify this information. I can wait until it gets released in the anime, or like if they don't continue the anime, which I find it hard to believe that they won't. One of those things, like I really don't think it's going to get like not a second season, especially since they're like making a big announcement about it today. So I'm like, tomorrow, well technically today, like It is like, what, 3 a.m. in Japan or 4 a.m. in, like 3 a.m. in Japan? 5 a.m.? I don't know. It is Thursday over there already. So I'm pretty sure it is gonna get a second run, but so I can wait to verify if what I read was true or not. And if it is, wow. So, which was funny because the person was all like, because it was like a still from, it was a panel from the manga, and uh, it was like a very, like a moment that a lot of people would like to see happen. And they were like, no, that's not what that's not what this is about. You're just talking about a panel in isolation. And then basically went and spoiled even further than what the panel was saying. I was just like, okay, you didn't need to tell us all of that now. Just a little bit of it would have been fine. I guess they felt the need to be very correct in this. I should go drink some water, but I want to finish this row first, and then I will go drink water. If you happen to be hearing loud ruckus, it's my kid who's next in the room next to mine. This is why I tend not to stream when he's home, because he's loud. I also forgot to close the door when I went to get I went to go get a package from my front door. So, and my extension cord and extension cable, so I can leave my camera running, because it shut off on me because it ran out of power. So yeah, it was like the one thing I forgot to grab when I was setting up earlier, because part of the issue I was having was my new scene that I made. I had an issue last week that when I switched from up close to the whole room view, the cameras wouldn't, like, this camera kept appearing in the small little frame instead of that one, and if I switched it around, it switched it on both frames. It was in both scenes, like this one and the one that I have the wide room look. It was annoying. So I was fixing that. And then I forgot to get the cable for the cell phone. So I did get another webcam. The problem is figuring out how to set it up with my current setup. So eventually I will have a secondary webcam. I just don't know what's gonna do. So I can have 3 cameras now, which I think is kind of cool. I'm like setting up all these camera angles and all these like viewpoints. I love it. Love it to tears. I'm almost there. Holy cow. Finally. I can get a drink of water after this is said and done. And stretch. I forgot to do... I was supposed to do my yoga exercises today, but did not do the yogi. I'm so upset. I'm trying to keep my hips and like my thighs pretty limber because I'm having a lot of stiffness in that area. And I've been pretty good with doing my yoga. Did not do it today. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I still have time to do the yoga. I think what happened was I got too into cleaning my bathrooms earlier that I didn't get a chance to do it. Because I knew I had to go pick up my kid early from school. So, kind of got stuck. Finishing, it's like either I clean the bathrooms or I do my yoga. And I really wanted to clean the bathrooms before I leave, so before my trip. So we did laundry. Yay, laundry. Yay, cleaning bathrooms. I will admit though, it's kind of wild because I've had to switch my HVAC unit to heat and cool because it's been getting pretty warm here during the daytime, that the house is retaining heat, which wouldn't be bad, except it's then too hot to go to bed at night. And I can't sleep when it's really hot because I start like getting uncomfortable. I can sleep, but then I wake up a lot and I'm uncomfortable. So I have to try to maintain the house at a specific temperature so I can sleep. Not to mention, my husband hates the house to get hot. So I've been doing the heating cool thing. So it's like it has like a low temperature. So if it goes lower than that, the heat will kick on. If it has a high temperature, it will start kicking on the air conditioner. It's a pretty cool system. So it's pretty helpful. Okay. I got some water in my system. I am going to close this stitch, add new thread, because I don't think I can go very far with this. Let's see. Yeah, I can't reach the whole length with this, so I might as well just set up a new thread. Where are my slippers? I'm tired. I'm exhausted today. I'm thinking about dinner and what I'm gonna have for dinner. Oh no, it's stuck. Okay. Well, that's another good reason why I did what I did, because it seems that the thread had a knot up by the head of the thing, so okay, we're done here. We're done on this side. I need to work on this side, and then the dress, she shall be done, with the exception of these that I have to pull out. Okay, pull this out. Come on. Yay! Okay. let's fix the pockets because they have little threads here that are just sticking out. There we go. How about this side? I think this side is good, right? This side is good. Excellent. Okay. Okay. I'm going to continue figuring out life right now. They're still wet. Okay. I'm really not trying to rush the paint to dry. It's one of those things of like, is it dry? Is it dry yet? Can I continue adding more red paint to make it brighter? We shall see. Pretty sure if I had put plastic on that, it would paint more vibrant, but I really don't care enough to put plastic dip because it's essentially going to be hidden by everything, so why am I going to stress myself on it? As I look for my scissors, they're on my plate. Holy cow, I'm tired. Oh, what? As I yawn. When will my tree turn on? I don't remember. Is it gonna be around 5? Maybe around 5. I don't remember. I know I changed the batteries because the batteries were dying on it, but it's been up for quite some time now. And it turns on and off every single day. So I think one of the goals I have for next year is reorganizing this room and really setting it up for I really want to set it up for more to have it set up and established for streaming. A better setup for this. Really have the crafting room set up, the computer set up, my walking pad set up so I can do all the exercises while I write, because that's going to be fun. So very excited about that. But that's going to take time, energy, effort. And right now I don't have energy. I cannot. Okay, this didn't work. Okay. Nothing's working. Everything's an issue today. My threads are an issue. My hands are an issue. Oh, it's raining. I hear the rain. Maybe that's why I feel like it's getting so dark again. I think that's also why I'm so tired. It's just been so dreary, so rainy these past few days. It feels like I haven't seen the sun in ages. And I'm just like, I know I've seen the sun. It's been bright and sunny for quite some time now, but now I'm just like, it just hasn't gotten sunny. It's just so exhausting. I can't deal with this anymore. I want the sun out again. Oh. This beautiful sea of red. I did not think this dress was gonna come out as cute as it did. I'm not lying. I think it came out really cute, really adorable. I'm very proud of it. I can't wait to work on the other things. I know I definitely want to like touch up Ai from Ushinoko because that one needs a little TLC. Need to fix her up a little bit. I am using, this is wax. Yeah, this is wax. It's hand sewing wax. It's to help in theory, it's supposed to help the threads not tangle as you use it. I still manage to twist my threads. I do. My skin is just so dry though. Oh my gosh, trying to get a knot is not fun. Ah, my nose. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that too much because this is in the facing area, so I'm pulling. I already got a knot in this thing. I can't believe it. I'm gonna just pull the knot through because this is the facing, so it's very thick. And then once I get past this last knot, the thread is perfectly fine. Like, I can't believe I got another knot in this thread. It's not working with me today. Not. Okay. Let's see how fast I can get this one done now. heard something that confused me. I'm sorry. If I had a perplexed look, it's because I was very confused for a moment. I was like, wait, what? What was that I just heard? Again, I'm not used to doing this when someone else is home. Very often I am lying solo in this house in the daytime because everyone's at work or school, so. But the way the schedule's working, this is what we got. We got this time right now. We're gonna have the same time on Friday too. Ain't that cool? It's funny because as I go scrolling through things, the amount of times I've been seeing like things about Arcane and specifically Echo is like really cool because I said it from the beginning and I'll say it again. He has like the best, he has one of the best arcs in that story. The way they wrote his storyline and his plot was just so cool. I mean, granted, they took the same care for everybody, but his was just exceptional. And I'm just so happy that after disappointing story arcs for male POC, we get this one with Echo, and it's just like, thank God. Oof. You know, always like they always seem to get dumped. You know, they always get dumped. They always get dumped on the male POC MC. The male POC, like they always get dumped on. Like I think back to like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that, and it's like, man, Will's storyline had so much potential. Why did you do this, man? He should have had more. He should have gotten more. So to see Echo get like this great story from beginning to end, it's just been like, you know, I'm digging this. So but yeah, I've been getting a lot of like targeted posts about him and like all the symbolic aspects and like the little hidden Easter eggs that they had throughout the whole show. I like seeing that stuff because I won't notice it. Like I'm one of those people that I don't notice those things because I'm so involved in like the plot and the characters that I will miss the visual eye candy they give the audience because my head is more wrapped around the narrative than the aesthetics around it. But that's just how my brain functions. Whereas if I watch something with my husband, he will catch the visuals. He will. with a lot greater ease. And he'll be like, how did you miss that? And it's like, because I'm not paying attention to that. That's not what I'm looking for. Is the music off? Oh no, they're playing a new track. I'm using the live stream version too. Apparently Chill Hop Music is doing a charity stream at charity live. I don't know what's the charity though, but I did see that they are looking for charity in the season of giving. I already started getting my Christmas presents from my husband. Essentially because we're not about to be bringing our stuff all the way up there to come and bring it back down. Because it's kind of ridiculous to be bringing all of our stuff from like here in our home to all the way up to North Carolina, not North Carolina, to New York and back again, you know? No, we're not gonna do that. Like, it's bad enough having to do it for my kid. Like, my kid, I have to like bring up his presents so he has something to open up and stuff like that, which is cool. However, my husband and I decided, you know what, we don't need to do that for our presents. So we stopped, we didn't do that. So currently I have a very cute mushroom light that I can't wait to display. It's one of those like art lights. It's a mushroom. I'm gonna put it somewhere in the back, so when you see my background, you see my mushroom light hanging in the background. He got me the first manga box set of the Sailor Moon manga. I have Princess Peach Showtime and the new Zelda game, Echoes. What is it? Echoes of Wisdom. I knew it was Echoes of something. I forgot what it's called. So I have that. So I have a few cute games. He also bought for me on the Steam sale Fields of Mistra. I can't wait to play that. I've been holding off playing it because I know if I get involved in a sim at the moment, I am not. It's gonna be, I'm on it for a few hours, and at the moment I don't have a few hours to kill. So maybe tonight I can fire up Fields of Mistra and like start that up and see how that goes. Or start playing Princess Peach Showtime or something. Like, just start playing some of my games that I got because I'm excited. I haven't gamed in a while. I've been playing Baldur's Gate here and there, although I think I might hold off on the Switch games because obviously I can play those in my parents' house and not worry about it. But like Fields of Mistra, I have it on my PC and I need to. I'll be playing it on my PC and I'm not taking my PC with me, so I have my laptop with me, but I'm not gonna have my PC. So the laptop is purely so we can watch shows. I like just watch anime, which is cool. I think I'm gonna be watching like Outlander with my mom because I have not watched Outlander, the new second half of the season, so we shall see how that goes. And let's see. It is already 5 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna be making some chicken cutlets and potatoes, I think, for dinner tonight. I have some broccoli that we need to finish eating, and I bought green beans. So I was thinking of actually might not even make potatoes. I think we just might eat rice with this. Look at me, I'm like already changing it because I want to make like stir-fried green beans and like making them with like fermented tofu. I know it sounds gross, but it really isn't. It's this did not work out down here. I don't like the way this looks. But I should have known better because the other side I did the up and down first and then did across. So we'll just unclip that. And then just finish going up and down and see what we can do. Yeah, maybe on Friday I will do my nails. Again, I might do like a dark red. With like one of those like black red type things. Oh, that'd be so fly. So cool. I'm running out of things to talk about because I really don't have anything else to talk about right now. My day is pretty solid, like in terms of plans. Like I know what I'm doing for the next few days. Tomorrow I'm doing my hair. Friday morning I might be doing my nails and like a few other last minute errands that need to get done. Saturday I will be home just relaxing and getting myself prepared for my long drive on Sunday. And then I'm off for 2 weeks. And then when I come back, it's Katsucon crunch time. Which really, it's not going to be like intense crunching because it's not going to have any commitments except the commitment that's bringing me to Katsucon, so that makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie, going back there is gonna be fun. Haven't been to Katsu since 2020, so honestly, it's more because of like the money. I don't want to spend all the money going to KatsuCon because it's, though fun, for me, it's not really worth it unless I were to go there to go like compete or something like that. Just to go and like see a whole bunch of people though cool and awesome, it's also not. I'd rather go on a vacation than this, than that. So if it wasn't for this opportunity, I wouldn't be going. Flat out, be honest. I'm not gonna lie about it. So I won't look at this opportunity. Won't look a gift horse in the mouth, essentially. So. That's the one I have to finish watching now that I'm thinking about anime. I'm like, I have to finish watching Cherry Magic. I think I was halfway done with it. I did find it spectacularly funny, so. Also, I found it very cute, but it was also, there was moments of it that were very funny, so I need to finish watching Cherry Magic. I'll never forget the scene when this guy finally goes on the date with him and he basically breaks out into a musical number, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Obviously it was in his dream, in his mind, but I was like, that would have been hysterical if he actually did that in real life. So there we go. So I have a few animes I need to finish watching that I would like to finish before the year's over. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that. I really should have done that side first before I did the waistband, because now I'm having issues with the waistband because it's not lining up the way it should. But we'll fix that. A simple whip stitch won't hurt. No, come back. Do, 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 do. So yeah, like I said, Cherry Magic. I need to finish that. I need to finish Oshinoko. I want to finish Delicious in Dungeon. And then I want to kind of, oddly enough, I wanted to restart watching Gundam Seed Destiny because I want to see the Gundam Seed Freedom movie. And I had watched Gundam Seed like proper a couple of years ago. I rewatched it because I was bored and I wanted to watch something that I didn't need to pay attention to. And I was like, why not watch Gundam Seed? Why not? It's right there. I can watch it dubbed. Yay, move on with life. I know the storyline, so I don't have to worry about if I miss anything. I should remember. So I did that, and then I wanted to watch Destiny, but Destiny didn't have, when I saw it on Crunchyroll, it only had it subtitled, not dubbed, and I was like, I am not spending my time reading this, so off you go. The one I do really want to rewatch is Yuki Yuna as a Hero. I haven't watched that show in a while, and though I remember the basis of the plot, I don't remember it very well in detail, and I know they've had like subsequent seasons that I've watched one but not all, so I want to finish up Yuki Yuna. I want to rewatch Yuki Una, so that's going to be a thing. That's what I'm going to do, definitely. See, here we go. This is where we have issues here. I'm trying to fix the lining because it didn't line up properly when I was stitching in the ditch. So I'm fixing it. Ah, there it is. Now it's properly exposed. And we're just simply going to pin and put it in place. Pin and put it in place, and then we're just going to whip stitch it down so we can make sure we have a nice clean edge here that doesn't reveal any of the fraying stitches or anything like that, because that's the point of this. The whole reason why I went through this whole process was to ensure that none of that showed. So let's make sure it doesn't show. Come on, buddy. And once this is done, I guess I can base down the stuff for the apron. Because again, I redid my apron. My apron's in pieces. It's broken up. Because I didn't like the way it was looking. It wasn't looking cute at all. So it wasn't looking the way I envisioned it, rather. Not that it wasn't cute, it was. Wasn't what I envisioned. And that's the problem I have. So, since I have the time to fix it, I will fix it. One of the reasons why I don't like working with hard and pressed deadlines, unless obviously I have to, is exactly that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the sneaky thing of just grabbing a little bit of the fabric to make this almost like a blind hem, and I need a sharper needle for this. My needle's not sharp enough for this, but I'll make do right now with it. If I had a sharper needle, I'd be able to catch a bit of the weave of this fabric with greater ease, but I can't right now because I cannot do that because the needle is a little dull. I mean, I could easily fix this by grabbing my tomato, but tomatoes have to get up, and right now I don't want to. Here we go. Once I get to where the seam is joined, I can do this faster, but for now, since I'm actually grabbing like fabric that isn't double layered, I'm just trying to be careful with it. Okay, now we can grab other stuff. So let's go. Whoop, got it. Let's keep going. Not doing anything crazy or innovative. I'm just trying to line my dress so it's all clean inside. I think I might bring back my co-working sprints. Mainly because I need to make sure I keep writing. One of the things I want to do for 2025 is definitely get my novel finished. I don't think I'm going to be querying it. I think it's going to be something more like I'll be trying to self-publish it. So, but I want to get it done by 2025. And again, one of the things I've noticed is like doing these streams is helping me maintain my productivity. It's like during a block of time, I tell myself I'm going to stream, I'm going to do it, and I get the work done. So yeah, I was able to get some of NIffty done off stream, don't get me wrong, but bulk of the work I've done on this costume has been here live. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna start doing co-working sprints and just like do like the Pomodoro method that I was doing before, because I was doing that in the spring. And just like put a block of time, 2 or 3 hours, and just do some work and get it done. And there's nothing wrong with that, because then I know for sure I will get things done, which is fantastic. And I can use my lo-fi sessions that has the little game. I can just use the Pomodoro timer I have. All those things. So I don't know, I might do that again. Because I think that is something that is helpful for me, keeps me focused, gives me purpose. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm just gonna like do that. And you know, I like those types of sprints. I like that type of stuff. So I might just do it. Start doing that again in the new year. Pick days I craft, pick days I just do the co-writing or the co-working body doubling sprints. Because I want to make sure I get things done. And I've noticed like the productivity of the things I work on stream tend to shoot up quite a bit. So I may not like game so much on stream anymore, which I know that's what tends to drag the views in and stuff like that, but whatever. At this point, you know, I like doing what I wanted. I like doing what I do. So I like sewing. I like writing. It's always fun. Anyone have exciting plans coming up? Like I said, right now I'm just trying to work on getting everything settled in my house before I do my trip back home for the holidays. And I'm thinking about dinner. I think dinner tonight is going to be chicken cutlet, rice, and stir fry green beans with fermented tofu because I like cooking with that. So, okay. I have this little bit left, and then I'm done with the skirt, and then I can probably keep painting these things. I think they've dried up substantially, so I can move on to the tabs that go on the eye that stick onto the magnets of the wig. I think I might just worry about only painting one side red, like the side that's gonna actually be pressed against the wig instead of both. I think one side. I don't have to worry about both. I kind of hope I don't need to worry about both. Honestly, though, I think when I'm done with dinner tonight and I'm just like resting in the evening, I don't know, maybe I might watch Oshinoko. Maybe I might just, I could be productive and just plan. Or I could take a nap. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Like climb into bed with my phone and stuff like that, and just like potatoing sounds very good at the moment. I'm not even gonna worry. Oh no, I should have double knotted that. Oh no, I didn't. It's fine. It's staying. As long as it stays, I'm happy. Okay. That's good. Is there any other thing I need to worry about? Okay. Alrighty. The dress is done. So you see, like, this is all... It's all smooth. The lining is attached to the zipper, so when I just zip it up, nothing gets caught in it, and it's a fresh, clean zip. There you go. Okay, let's put this on the hanger. Where is your hanger? Okay. Let's get these threads out the way. I guess my tree isn't turning on at 5. I thought it was turning on at 5. It's already past 5. Why are you not on? I think I really want to make this like a fandom tree or something. Like get charms of like my fan pairings and just kind of like just stick them on there. I think that might work out really well for me. Okay, there we go. They're looking a lot more vibrant, which is making me very happy. Now let us worry about this. So I guess the thing I can worry about is, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna start doing the stitching around the scallops and see how far I go, because I kind of would like to try to get the revamp of the apron done as soon as possible. Again, in case you missed it, I made the waistband that goes around it. I made it out of black leather, with poly cotton base. I think it just looks so cool. I have to add snaps to it once the time comes. And my eye, which is looking so cool, I added eyelashes to the ends to give it more of like an actual like, hi, I'm NIffty, I have eyelashes. I mean, I put eyelashes on when I wear cosplay, so why not? And like these little side pieces are gonna go up here, I think. They're gonna go on the sides here, inside and sandwich in between these two frames, and they're gonna have magnets. So I can put the magnets inside my wig and I can pop it on and off without having to take off my wig or anything like that. I think that would be, that's like the thought process behind this contraption. So there's that. I did bring up my pink lemonade. So one of the things I did today was, after I picked up my kid, I went to Costco, which I should know better. I am from New York. I know how crazy things get during the holidays. I know. It's not that I don't. But for some reason, I was like, you know what? We'll go to Costco and get lunch and pick up a few things and all will be well. All was not well. It was raining. It was crowded. Despite the fact that it was the middle of the day. Because my kid, again, he had time off. Not time off. He, what was it? Got out of school early today. So I'm just like, why was there this madness happening today? I don't understand. I really didn't. It was very bad. But we got lunch and I got a hot dog and he got some pizza and a hot dog, and now I'm just like, I'm still full. I'm full because I just didn't get a hot dog. I also got a cookie. Those cookies were good. Oh my god. You see, when I was young, very, very many moons ago, I used to have oh my, I didn't even realize that was on. I had we used to have like, we used to eat lunch, right, at school. I'm trying to find a way to do this so you could see what's going on without me. I really can't do it. Okay, I have to keep it up though. I used to I had a grade in high school. I never thought cafeteria food could be so delicious and yummy. And I was fully prepared to be bringing my lunch every day to school like I had all my life. Because, you know, cafeteria food is not that good. Well, my high school had such good food. And we had an awesome chef. And his name was Joe. And we loved Joe. And Joe was like such a great cook. And he would make... They had these chicken tenders that they would buy that, yeah, they were already made, but they were like the juiciest chicken tenders in the planet. Not those dried up ones that you're just like, ew, this is gross. Why am I eating this? And you have to cover it in sauce. No, they were just like pieces of like chicken breast, like thick chicken breast. It was just like, oh my God, this is just so delicious. So there was that, and then he used to make a kick-ass meatball hero, and I used to eat that all the time. And even the sandwiches, like the basic like roll with turkey and cheese, it just tasted so good. It was just, everything was good. But above all, they used to make these chocolate chip cookies that I don't know where they would get the dough from, but they tasted like the ones in Costco. That rich, semi-sweet chocolate, so gooey, crispy on the outside, but gooey in the center. And I know it has a touch of cinnamon in it. You don't have to let me know that because I can tell. And I adored those cookies. They were so good. And they also had like a batch of sugar cookies, which is equally good. And it was just like you would buy for $1. You used to get 3 of them, and they were so delicious. And it was like every meal you bought from them, you had to buy the cookies because it wasn't a complete meal otherwise. So I bit into that cookie today and I was like, wow, this reminds me of high school. This cookie is just so good. And I wasn't expecting it to be so good, but it was so good. Completely approved. Maybe I'll buy some and go to Katsucon with some cookies because so good. So good. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm not going to make this too big. I'm not going to do anything different than what I did the last time. The only difference is I plan on actually attaching the scallops on, unlike the last time. Again, I have my sewing machine on snail pace. I did not expect that to fall. No, you're being bad right now. Okay. Okay. Like, I have my sewing machine on, like, snail. It's not snail, it's turtle speed, but... This is a slightly different technique than the one I had done before, but it's the same thought process. You sew around the scallop, and then you flip it inside, you flip it right sides together, and it will make a scallop stitch. It's the same idea, same principle, slightly different placement of everything. Because I'm doing it slightly different, obviously. It's not a particularly difficult technique. It's just time consuming. It takes time. But I think it's going to give me the look I prefer in the apron than what I had. And I can't even show you the old apron because I took it apart. So I could correct my mistake. And take it apart, I mean I cut it up in pieces. Because despite the fact that I did mock up everything, I didn't like the way it looked once it was done. I was like, yep, nope, this isn't gonna work. Sorry. And I kind of freehand the scallops a little bit more than I did the first time. Like, the first time I was very, like, way more meticulous, methodical about it. This time I did it a little bit more off the cuff, a little bit more my idea, my vibe, because it's not very symmetrical. If you look at the art reference, the scallops are not very symmetrical. Some are like higher, some are wider. So I was like, you know what? Let's try to give it a drawing vibe. Like, I drew this. It's not perfect. It's a little loop, you know? This is too far over. I gotta go back. We made a mistake. It's okay. We can adjust it, and we did. There we go. It's not fed in properly, so it's acting foolish. I fixed it now, though. Ooh, thank goodness. Every once in a while, my thread comes off on the loop that's on the top of my machine, and it then causes, like, hysterics with the bobbin. Like, the bobbin's like, no, what are you doing? This is not how I function. And it did it again. Wow. Okay. Something's going on. I have to look at this machine much closer, so give me a minute. I want to do this. Let's see. The light bulb is burning my corneas right now. There we go. Got it. Yay. Oh, it's halfway there too. Darn it. Come on now, buddies. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Yay. Off we go, continuing forward. We'll see how these things look afterwards. Okay. I have so few pins on my on my pin cushion because another skirt I have, I need to hand sew the hem, and I'm just like, geez, am I gonna ever have pins again? I might wind up just basting it down. Maybe I could take that with me up. Because like I'm like trying to find things to do when I'm up in New York that are not like endless, that I can do while sitting in a corner, like chatting with my folks, that isn't distracting. Hand sewing's one of them. So maybe I might wind up doing the hem of that skirt while I'm up there, because it'll just be easier. Kind of hope to have that skirt done before I leave, because that would put me a little ahead of schedule. But I need to do the belt for it. And the suspender strap. I haven't even touched that yet. I don't think the belt should take too long to do though, when I think about it. So I'll think about it. Okay. I'm just making sure I got everything on both sides to make sure I don't have to go back and fix anything. Let's see. Okay. Some of the interfacing went off kilter, but that was expected. I'm just trimming off the excess, whatever little bits there, so when I iron it, it goes really flat and really close to the curve. And everyone always says, like, pinking shears are the best thing for this because it gives you the little pivot points that make it easier to turn fabric inside out. So, good old pinking shears to the rescue. I will be honest, I give my hands to Miku cosplayers because they love putting scallops on Miku designs. Like they do scallop within a scallop within a scallop. It's like scallopception. Because I do not like making scallops. They look cute. They look pretty. I don't like them. And literally I feel like they're just there because they're just... It's a way to make something look fancy and more complex in drawing without having to actually draw something. So it gives like draws attention away from the design, or like adds a layer to the design, but really it's just use. Also, it's easy to replicate. Something to eat. I know I shouldn't eat because I should be worrying about dinner. But I want a snack. I shouldn't snack, but I want one. Snacks are yummy. Back on top because I'm gonna iron right now. I'm not. Aerial view of what I'm ironing might make more sense than. Okay. There we go. There we go. Blue. I feel like I'm hitting pumpkin hour. I used to call that. My husband and I used to say things were pumpkin hour when I started getting too sleepy to do anything. He's like, oh, you're reaching pumpkin hour. Like, shush, I'm not. What is this pumpkin hour you speak of? There we go. What is this pumpkin hour you speak of? Essentially, it was time that I started getting too tired to function. And I'm hitting that now. The reason why I'm hitting it this time is because, one, I normally stream for about 3 hours, which is fine. But also, too, I normally don't stream this late, so... That's why when I do, like, my BG runs on Thursday, I normally don't do anything, like, in the morning, because I know I'm going to get tired very easily at night. So I try not to do anything too strenuous. Because I know my body's going to be like, nope, not happening. See, these look so much cuter than the ones I made, the first set I made. So, A+ for returning back to redoing something because I didn't like the way it looked the first time. So I will applaud myself for that. I knew I should have done it this way the moment I finished the apron, the first round. I was like, should have done it separate and then attach them together and then use the back piece to hide any of the edges. So that would just look so much neater. I knew I should have done it this way. I didn't do it this way because I was trying to like expedite the process and it was just like, nope, this isn't gonna work. I need to make it look cuter. So here we are, making it look cuter. And like I said, it doesn't need to look perfect because her scallops themselves aren't perfect. love family drama. Don't get me wrong, I have my own fair share of family drama, but I always laugh at my husband's family drama. Because his family drama literally is just encroach and like zero communication. Like they don't communicate, and that's why they have drama. If they were to communicate with one another, this drama would not exist. So if we were to get if things were to happen, it's like, wow, I didn't even know that was a thing. So oh, whatever little water was in there finally decided to show its head. I just realized one of my spots is a little too close to the edge, so it's a little wonky. Yeah, I'll fix that one. I just have to put it on the sewing machine and move the stitch lines a little further back. Or I can hand sew it back a little bit. Yeah, it's just like a hair too close. So because of that, it's kind of making it not do the right thing. So let's try to fix that a little. I think I'll go on for like another half an hour. Chicken cutlet won't take me too long to make. Honestly, the hardest part is just like prepping the chicken. Frying it is not, frying doesn't take that entirely that long. It's just like the prep time, like marinating it for a little bit and then breading it and stuff like that. And then I can check and see if we have rice. If we have enough rice, that'd be great. Yep, now it's fine. It was just those stitches got a little too close to the edge and was making it a little too difficult. So here we go. Could have done it on the sewing machine, but my hand needles were already out and I didn't want to pull out the sewing machine again, so here we go. Let's see what's going on now. Might put some fray check on some of these areas just because it might be a little easier than having to worry about sewing any of it back. So I'll just snip and fray check it in place to make sure nothing comes undone. So the fray check. I think I'm pretty sure there's a glob of glue in here stuck. So okay. There we go. So I wanted to put it on here. And down here. I think that's it for now. The fray check will help keep it from like messing up. I gotta... Now I'm like trying to think of a plan of attack for like everything. So I'm expecting on Friday to use that time to pattern out Jinx. I think that's a good time to pattern out Jinx. This apron shouldn't really take much longer to finish, because right now it's just like attach this scallop to the actual apron part, and then put the two pieces, the top and the bottom, together, and then basically place it where I can top stitch the white part onto the black belt, and like make sure the back straps are in a good spot too. And she will be done, which is like so much fun to know. It's like we're right there at that point. And I just finished doing the hand stitching on the dress, so that's done. Like I said, I just want like this part of the dress. I want this part of the costume to be done, because the eye, yes, is basically done. I just need the attachment on the wig, and the wig I just need to finish styling the bangs and redo the back a little, and we're basically done with NIffty. It's like amazing. Makes me so happy. I'll have a costume completely done. So, and then I'll work on my side projects that I'm working on off stream, that I'm like making Instagram reels about, which won't start hitting my Instagram till January, because I want to make sure I give myself enough of a lead time to get them done without feeling like, oh my god, if I didn't do anything this week, I can't post. So at least this way I have something like on the side I'm working on. I'm over here like, where's my apron parts? Where are my apron parts? They're over here. So I'm most likely using this side as the front, because this side has the most smoothest transition. As you see, it looks so much cuter this way. So okay, wait a minute. It's this side I want on the top, so I have to put it in this way. Cool. And then I'll go like that, and it'll look so cute. Oh my gosh. Adorable. Adorable, adorable, adorable. I actually made it wide enough that I can actually do a pretty decent like seam allowance on it, so I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the remake of this. This is like very cute. This is very much what I had envisioned the first time but did not do. I don't know why I didn't do it this way. It's like funny because like after, like I said, after I made it, I was like, wait, I didn't do this the way I wanted to. Why did I make it this way? I'm a fool. And thankfully this fool had enough time to correct her mistakes. So This fool is happy with that. I don't know about anybody else, but lately I've been getting Facebook suggestions like constantly. I'm like, why am I constantly getting? I don't want to add more friends on my Facebook. I'm fine, thank you. I don't need any more people in my life. So, okay. Let's see. Let's get this done. On this rotation axis, here we go. Really should have just based this down, but I'm kind of like tired of basting things down. Basting things down. It's like I feel it's like a second part of my life at this point. Holy cow, wait a minute. Okay, actually, let's do it this way. Because I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen. Okay. Let's get the center, and we'll get the center, and we'll match the centers. Because if the end pieces go off, it's fine. So let's find the center. There's the center. The lovely little rumor pacing helps that out. So this, I wanted to go this way, so okay, there we go. Off we go. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. As your evening is coming into play, you're enjoying your evening. It's always so crazy as the holidays approach how fast the time just seems to go by. I'm still like, it's a week before Christmas. Like, how did that happen already? I am very perplexed that time just evaporated like that. Again, if you're making dinner or eating dinner, what are you having tonight? I'm very curious. Apparently I have to feed the whole family, despite the fact that my partner went out with his coworkers. He went to a beer place, a bar that had no food. And he was just like, that's so weird. Why is there no food? So, apparently I have to feed him now. I was hoping I didn't have to, but I'm going to have to. It's fine. I thought, oh cool, I can use the leftover, whatever he doesn't eat tonight, he can eat for lunch tomorrow, and I don't have to make lunch. I'm gonna have to make lunch anyway. Again, nobody forces me to make lunch. I choose to do it because I think it's like a nice, sweet thing to do, so. Okay. Once I do it, it's gonna look like, it's gonna look so stinking cute. I think it's adorable. Okay. I should move my machine back. I'm not gonna move the camera this time because it was just too much of a headache to just film me sewing it. I'll just show the after once I finish. Let's see. Trying to think. So next year, like I said, I'm gonna work on that Jinx fan art. That's gonna look really pretty. I have some swatches for it already. So on Friday, I'll probably show off the swatches with the patterns I'm going to modify. And I'm also working on another project that I'll be posting on Instagram starting next year. Already started it. It's coming out pretty well so far. But I just wanted something that I could exclusively put on Instagram instead of just rehashing the footage from here, which is fine. I can show off what I'm doing on stream. Anyway, however, I kind of want a little mixture of something new and something current. I'm gonna put my eye here so we could all see the eye. Isn't that so cool? I love that eye. And in case you missed it, I added eyelashes to the edge here. Give her a little bit more of a pizzazz. And when I put it against my face, I can see through it because it's what is it called again? It's the same fabric they use for eyes in fursuits. So it's like high intensity mesh or something. It's really good. Worked out really well. And even though I painted on it, I can still see out. So that's all that matters. As long as I can see and I have a range of vision, I'm okay. And yes, I know I'm very fortunate that I don't need... I am not visually impaired. I have pretty decent eyesight. So. Hopefully next year I'll have my third camera set up so I can just add the view of the sewing machine without having to change the overhead view. Because the problem right now is I have to switch the camera and I'm not in the mood to do that because that's going to give everyone vertigo. I'd rather not make people sick on my stream. Sewing around the curves on this is going to be a pain in the butt, but we'll just go slow. Like, that's all I do. I always sew slow because I don't like sewing quickly because I make mistakes too fast that way. I wish I was a faster sewer. I am not one of those people who can make something in a weekend. I will take 2 weeks if I can, because I will. Okay. I just realized something. Okay, we're gonna start sewing on the other side because it seems that I do have enough base on this side. Oh my gosh. Look how cute that is. So stinking cute. But it's off the position that I want it to be. So I'm gonna just re-sew this area again. See, I bet you if I were to base this, I'd get it done in like 2 seconds. I'm not even gonna lie. I will do it so fast if I based it. I'll be able to sew it so quickly. But I don't want to baste it. I'm like really trying not to baste it. And I'm like, if I baste it, I'll be done. Why am I avoiding this? Why am I denying the inevitable? You know, basting, you will be done. Why are you acting like it doesn't work? It absolutely does. So I'm gonna be difficult. I'm not gonna baste. Let's try again. So I'm just gonna put a couple of clips here. I don't even know what song's playing right now. Let's see, what time is it? I was hoping I should be, you know, once I get this done, I think I will stop. But for now, I'm like, I am determined to get this done. Because I must. Actually, you know what? Let's do what I keep saying I don't need to do, but I know I need to do it. So that's not going to be long enough. And I would like a contrasting thread so I can see it. So we'll just use black. And I like using these like big needles if I can with the wide opening, so I can just slide the thread in very easily. Because if it's just basting, I just want to hold I just want to hold this in place. This is too wide. Oh, this one's good. Like I said, I'm gonna stop ignoring my better judgment and do this. Because I know myself. I know if I do it this way, I can get it in way faster. I can sew through this much quicker than what's currently happening because I'm struggling. So, stop denying my better instincts. Again, if I was a better seamstress, I wouldn't have to do all this. There are just some people who have that finesse, and I just don't have it. I wish I did. I wish I could just be like, I'm gonna wake up and make something today and just like whip out a dress. I just poked myself. And this is my hand that actually has good sensation and feeling, so I really felt that one. See, because now I have it kind of sewn in place. So when I feed it through the machine, it goes in way faster and like smoother. With these clips, though it holds it in place perfectly fine, still doesn't give me the stability I need. So, especially when because of these corners, like this curved corner, it just like folds up on itself. Like, I can sew the straight lines. When you're getting all these complicated curves, that's a whole other story. Straight lines and stuff like that, hems, it's a lot easier to do. These curved things, I can't. It's more trouble than what it's worth. And I've basted more in this garment than I have had in any other garment. And it's come out sewing through it has been way easier through this method than just using pins or clips. I think the only one I definitely used massive amount of clips-ons was the belt, because the belt's out of pleather and I don't want to put holes in it. So see, I knew that was gonna happen. This is why I was like, wait, something's not right, and it's because it's not long enough. Although it should be once I stretch it out. Although, worst comes to worst, I could just lower both pieces, start it a little lower, and make it shorter. It's not the end of the world if I do it that way. I'm getting exhausted. Let's readjust that. Let's like reevaluate that, because I think that might be the best bet to do it that way. Instead of starting it at there, I'll put it a little lower. And I should be able to match it on the other side, or at least close to, which would be cute, because then I can just shorten the length of it and not have it as long, because the scallops will make it long. We'll already change the length on it. So there we go. Let's try it again. At least this way I'll know if I made a mistake with it. This will be easier to understand. Okay, there we go. We got it? We got it. We did it. We got it. We got it. I was like, literally, I'm like, oh, it sounds like I'm singing like a Dora song. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay, lo hicimos. We did it. Actually, I'm kind of excited because I'm gonna have pasteles when I go up to New York. I want a pastel so bad. But I also want to go buy like acapulcas and acapulca and bacalaito. Oh, I make good bacalaito. I haven't made them since we moved here, but I make pretty decent ones. And I make pretty good pastelillos or empanadas. Haven't made them though. Gotta put my Spanish cooking hat back on. I also make these things that they're like little cornmeal fingers. We call them suruchito de maíz. So good. You can tell I'm getting hungry because now I'm like, oh, food. Food. Food's the way of life. I could probably make zuruchito before I leave. Oh, that would be good. Although I did make pumpkin bread. And I'm gonna make a cake before I leave because I want cupcakes in the house. Because cupcakes are fantastic. Also my kid likes cupcakes. So does my husband. We all love sweets, so yeah, you see, I took a little bit off on one side and yep, it matches better. Cool. This way now, I can just trim from the top and not have to worry about losing the scallops I've made by like, I don't know, missing one out. So this way it has an even flow to it. As opposed to having to like chop one off or add another one. I just take a little bit off the top and shorten it a tad bit. Especially in a project like this that you don't need it exactly how I made it. I mean, I think this is, if I make it a little shorter, it won't be the end of the world. Doesn't mess up the proportions of the whole thing, so all is good in that regard. See, now it's like slightly off on one side, but not the other. So I can deal with that a little bit better than the way it was before. So let's stitch it together now. Come closer. Thank you, buddy. Something's going on with my foot pedal. Don't know. I'm struggling here. Because I'm at the curve again. So it's like, okay. Make sure I do the curve well enough. I literally am flattening everything, try to make it nice and smooth. Okay. I already know it didn't come out super even, however, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It looks like a little sunflower. Look at that. How cute. So now I actually have it the way I wanted it to look the first time. Most likely I'm going to clip in here, especially the edges in here. I would clip these edges a little bit, and because here it's fine, this is fine. It's here that needs a little TLC, so let's give it some slack. Now, as you see, it gives it more slack, and now we have a little apron part. You see, like I said, this is like, I might just do it on an angle. It's fine, I think. Because I'm figuring what I can just do is take this part and kind of just I'm going to take the back piece, fold it in specifically, curve it in, and just kind of use it as a shield for the back so no one can see the seams. And it's nice and hidden. And I'll probably just hand sew this one in place. Like I said, I'm probably just going to I'll figure her out. Well, it is almost 7 o'clock. I need to go make dinner. So I am going to call this a success. I did quite a bit of things. Got a few little things done. My lights are all over the place. What is going on today? It's nighttime, so the lighting changed in the room. All right, well, I'm going to head off now. Thanks, bleh, can't speak. Thank you all for joining. Whoever stuck around, you are wonderful. And I will be back tomorrow evening, I'm sure, to probably play some Baldur's Gate or something. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Probably Baldur's Gate. And Friday, I will be back in the evening to probably work on patterning drinks because I want to do that. So I am going to be heading off. Thank you all. Have a lovely evening and see you soon. Bye.